Yeah, I just had to record to my PC. So
No worries. Sorry, you might be able to hear something in the background. Maybe
yep,
do
I
you
do.
still hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Maybe I should move somewhere that's a little bit less noisy. 1 second.
Yeah,
Give me a minute to just move.
too
Yeah.
easy, man.
Second. Right. I think this is better.
Yep, no dramas. Hey,
Okay.
just a quick question before we start. I just want to share my screen. I'd like your thoughts on this new um, branding that I've just got.
Oh. Uh,
That's for the coaching.
yeah. This is super personal, but I don't know. Like, it doesn't really roll. Like the acronym itself,
Mm.
it's not. Yeah. Und is like
And in German.
and, right? Ah, yes, exactly. Yeah, it's and in German, and it's like I guess it doesn't really have. Yeah, no, I don't know why. It just doesn't really.
Doesn't pop? Okay,
It
cool.
doesn't pop. Yeah, yeah,
Cool. No dramas. Thanks for that.
yeah.
What would you think? Like, because I'm trying to keep the main name simple. And I have the slogan as the unique niche directions, which is the name of the
Yeah,
company.
yeah.
And there you got a mountain on a mountain road, go in a direction.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's all I was thinking. So it doesn't pop, no dramas. I'll have a look around.
No, yeah. I actually quite like the logo that you had when I scheduled the Calendly session. Like what
Yeah,
was it?
that's for my other company. That's Yielding Designs.
Ah, okay, right. So it's not related to the niching service that you're
No,
providing.
no, it's just the one that my Zoom's connected to.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay,
So
I
and when
quite
I
like that one. I don't know what it stands for, but it's yielding this like I like that
yeah,
kind of like
Yielding
aspect
Designs,
to it.
it's
Yeah.
a drill and blast engineering, drill and blast
Ah,
design company. So it helps out with them. Were you on the call last night?
last night?
Yeah, the
No,
marketing one. Okay. What
no,
I'll
no.
nah, because we were talking about USPs, unique
Mm-hmm,
sales proposition,
mm-hmm.
and I'll just bring mine up because I keep forgetting it because life. Um, business information, USP. I think it's under final. There we go. Let's bring it up. My USP for my mining one is my company helps hard rock mineral mining companies get a 2% increase in ore recovery revenue through AI assisted blast designs and information gathering. That's my USP for
Wow,
it. So
it's a lot packed into a short sentence, which is a
that's
nice
what a
sign.
USP is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mm.
anyway, so yeah, it's to do with blast design, which is a passion
Ah.
project, which is why I strongly suggest against them.
Ah, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, look, don't get me wrong. I love blasting. It is a passion of mine. I like getting it right. But one thing I've discovered during the time that I've been going through the business program is that it is too complex. I should have,
Mm.
to be fair, I should have listened to the coaches. They know this. We all have a laugh about it. But this is why we try and say stay away from your passion projects for your first business. Like,
Mm.
don't get me wrong, I'm still passionate about coaching, but it is considerably easier to get things done as a coach than it is for that service, which is horribly complex because that's the way I made it. So,
That makes
okay,
sense.
we're into your niches today, my man.
Yep.
Okay, do you have a document written up that you can screen share?
Yes. I'll send you the link as
Awesome.
well.
Just put it on screen, because
Okay.
I'll go through it with you on the screen.
Cool. Sounds good. Can you see my screen?
I can. Okay. So
Yeah.
these are just the ones at the moment.
Yeah, so I've actually have a whole list of I did all the exercises that are listed in the program, like niches I've heard of, niches I've heard people complain about, worked with in the past, SIC codes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you decided to go. See, I usually just put everything on a Word document.
Okay.
Because I find that
I
easier to go through with everyone. Like I start at the
right.
top and I'll work my way down.
Right,
Okay.
right. This is probably not the cleanest list. I if I put it in a Word document, I think it will just be massive. So
Oh, it doesn't
I
matter.
kind of yeah.
Doesn't matter. We just go through it and get it done. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, okay. So you've also got the insects and the domes.
The domes one is here as well.
Yep.
Where is that? Yeah, this one.
Number 6. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So let's just bring
Actually,
up.
yeah.
Let's just bring up.
Sorry.
So what are you after specifically for your niching today?
Right. So today I think I for this session I want to focus on just discovering new niches, and I think I want to make sure that I focus on new niches which are profitable, which I think is the aspect that like I missed out on last time. Like the last time I think like I couldn't like I the thing is that it's kind of hard to know it ahead of time, I guess, whether a niche is profitable or not.
Well,
Potentially, I guess.
that's the thing. That's why I asked for if you get the list of the brainstorming list. Once you've done that, that's when you come and have a yarn to us, and I'll go through each and every one of those niches that you found, without worrying about it. Excuse me, just turning my phone on to silent. Making the list, and then I go through each and every one of them with you. Once you've got an idea on how to niche and how to burrow, I'll let you go do the rest, and then you can make your call from there. Talk to other people about it. So,
okay,
let's start at the start.
Yeah,
because I usually get you guys to write in in a different color beside the thing there. So
yeah,
there you go. US-based medical family therapists who are founders, business owners. What sort of therapists?
So these are a type of therapists that provide a specific form of therapy for like the families of patients who have like, for example, chronic diseases like cancer.
Is it mental therapy? Is it physical therapy? See,
mental.
That's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing. Mental. Because myotherapy is the therapy of the myofascial therapy. That's considered therapy.
Yeah.
But that's why I ask. But that's a physical therapy rather than a mental one. Okay. Mental, well, US family mental therapists. Okay, so take out the medical because to be fair, it's not a physical. Medical usually denotes physical. So or doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I put medical because that's the name of the specialization. It's actually
okay.
No medical fam. Yeah. But maybe actually if I could suggest something. So like because I heard, I guess, from I saw from the other comments that people have written on the board that I think you have really good advice in terms of borrowing. And I have some broad ideas, I guess, in terms of like other niches. Like these ones I've kind of looked at.
Yeah.
with maybe the exception of green roofs, that's something that we could actually. That's why I kind of
Yep.
put it separately here. And also maybe like the pet reptiles thing that you mentioned. I think that was really
Yep.
interesting because it did seem tidy.
Yep.
The ones that I looked at here, these ones I think I've kind of like
They're not
I've
down
already
enough,
kind of
man.
researched.
They're
They're
not.
not. They're
They're
not.
not, no, not down enough. Okay.
Oh.
US-based medical family therapists who are business owners, found as
Mm,
business owners. USA is a big country, my man.
mhm,
Right? Go for demographics and geography. You know,
mm,
like even demographics. So, what if you're doing, say, middle income earners with multiple, like two to four children, or single? Don't try and stay away from single parents. You know, they usually
yeah.
don't have the money, but you're going for the company. So, like state, so see if they do therapists, like
Mm-hmm.
demographic. So some of them are perhaps primarily for the children or primarily for the parents. You know, that's
Right.
something to. This is where it all comes down to. Like you see you got the family therapist, which is a good start.
Yeah.
You know where you broadly want to do it, so US,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
you can narrow it down further.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
state, demographic, child or parent focus, because trying to talk with parents and children in the same room is going to be detrimental to the therapy because
Mm.
the children aren't going to want to talk while their parents are
Mm-hmm.
there,
Mm-hmm.
and the parents are going to censor what they don't want the kids to hear.
Mm.
You know, you can't really have a group session. You have to split them up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you have,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the children, you have to earn their trust.
Mm.
You know, now if you went to say a more child focused thing, that
Yeah.
children therapy is starting to get big, especially in Australia. Like my
Yeah.
stepdaughters, one of them's in therapy after her parents' divorce. You know,
Mm.
but this is what I'm saying about making sure you're narrowed down.
Right.
So companies which specialize in manufacturing geodesic dome structures for glamping. Once again, look for geography, find
Mm-hmm.
out where it's most common, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and so geography, demographic, always good ones to narrow down in if you can.
Mm-hmm. In this case, it's a company. So is it still
Yeah,
demographic? Does it still apply?
well, for geography, yeah, because
Okay. Right.
some places only work in say you do go to Switzerland. That
Mm.
would they have a different set of requirements for glamping than say the
Mm.
Rockies in Utah?
Right.
So
Yeah.
different requirements, different businesses, different ecosystems. And I'll tell you what, you want to go glamping in Australia, you better have an aircon, you know? So this is where it comes down to narrowing it down further. So
Right.
hell, if they have that in Australia, you know, I can think of a couple of services off the top of my head that you could utilize, but we're not doing that right now. But
Mm.
you know, continuous glucose monitoring subscription service for longevity and biohackers. I can't really say much about that. Like I'm a type 2 diabetic. I don't have
Mm.
continuous monitoring because I don't need it.
Mm.
But there are government rebates and government stuff that we have in Australia that subsidize that for us, you know. So we have an entire government department that helps us out with that. So trying to have someone come in, I'm just talking about the Australian market. It could
Sure.
be great for Americans because I think their medical systems are considerably different to Australia's. you know. So for longevity and biohackers, once again, geography, once again, demographic.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, if you want to go demographic, I strongly suggest type 1 diabetics
Yep.
because, look, I just lost a friend to type 1 diabetes early this year. She's been going, she copped it 20 years ago.
Mhm.
And honestly, the poor girl couldn't get a break, you know, but 2 days, like about a week after her daughter's 13th birthday, she passed away. So she got to see her daughter's 13th birthday. I got to see her before she passed away. She met my son before she passed away.
Mhm.
And type 1 diabetes, man, like type 2 is self-inflicted sometimes. Yeah, well, so is type 2. Type 2 is inherited as well.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
I've got it. Is because
Ah,
yeah, like it's half of the reason why I've got it. That and I like chip buddies and I cannot lie. I like chip buddies and I cannot lie. Anyway, okay, European. Are we changing that from EU to Asian companies which farm?
yes, yes, yeah. This was the old version of
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yep,
but yeah, yep.
Asia-based companies. Now, once again, you can also narrow that down to geography as well.
Yep. It's actually Southeast Asia, but yeah, I guess it
Southeast.
could.
Well,
Yeah.
what's Southeast Asia? We have Bali, we have Malaysia, we have Vietnam, we got
True.
Cambodia. You know, there's a
True, true.
lot of countries in Southeast Asia. Have a find out who's doing the bulk of it and work on them. You know,
I guess the one thing I found that once I did this research on Southeast Asia, I think in total there's like 30 companies in Southeast Asia. Per country, maybe there's
how many
5
farms?
farms, meaning like how many farms is each one of these
Yeah,
like one company is operating how many farms? Like that sort
yeah.
of question. It's usually one facility or 2 facilities per company.
Okay, so
So
you said
yeah,
how many companies are there? About 30.
30, yeah. So
So that's
maybe 50,
60.
60, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
50, 60.
Now,
Yeah.
are you going to be going to the farms or are you going to the companies? For
Companies.
me, I'm
Yeah.
going to the sites for each site. Like the company is who I'm talking to, but one
Yeah.
company could have 5, 6, 7 sites. Now, if they want my mining blast design service and they pay for one, that's not for across the board. They have to pay for each site,
Ah,
you know,
okay.
because
Interesting.
otherwise I'd very much limit my potential profit.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Interesting. I
So
don't know if my
if you
site, my,
say X
yeah.
amount per company per site, you know, so yes, yeah, keep that in your mind.
Okay.
Now, is it for poultry and pig consumption, or is there something else we can narrow it down to? Is it just for poultry
Um,
and pig?
there's poultry, pig. Oh, you mean like a subset of that, like a specific
Yeah,
kind of pig?
yeah.
Um,
Well, whether it's going to be like for human consumption, or is it
humans
for
is a different niche entirely.
no, but are these animals
Yeah.
being utilized for human consumption?
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely. Yeah.
so yep, there we go.
Okay.
Because I don't doubt that they'd have like some other reasons, you know, I doubt it, but
Okay.
it's always good to have that extra narrow down on the off chance, you
Ah.
know, you
Okay.
know.
Okay.
Um, US based companies which specialize in manufacturing and renting modular geodesic. Choose one or the other.
Uh, yeah, I think
Choose
I this is
manufacturing.
probably
Choose either
all renting.
manufacturing or renting. Once
Right.
again, you can also go geographic. Hell,
Yeah.
you know what? You could even maybe go to China
True.
because where does a lot of the manufacturing come from?
Mm.
Now, that may not just be US based companies. You can probably have a look in Europe. You know,
Yes.
Europe are big hikers and big campers as well.
Mm.
Hell, you can even come to Australia.
Mm.
You know, yeah, I don't think it's much in South America or Africa, but hey, I'm happy to be wrong. You know,
Mhm.
but trying to keep, just say like Western world based companies. You know, but
Right.
then again, you can narrow down to geography again. So
Right.
just type in narrow down to geography. You know, everyone says, oh yeah, US, but what about Europe? As I said, the Swiss do, they're full of mountains. You know,
Mhm.
they probably like their camping too. You
Mhm.
know, they're just
Mm.
potentials. And hell, maybe what about floating geodesic domes? You know, what about boats that have got them on?
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. And
I
not
might
really thought
just,
about that.
I might just be pulling that out of my crack, but
Yeah.
no harm in having a squeeze.
Right.
You know,
Okay. Mhm.
hell, they're primarily for greenhouses and such. Yeah. Well, no, sorry, they can be, can't they?
They can. They can.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. More food production, greenhouses. Yeah. Versus glamping. Yeah. Like, there is so much that you can narrow down on that. Now you can
Mm.
go to say greenhouse. What sort of greenhouse? Are you looking at bulk, say lettuce, bulk leafy greens? Or are you looking at
Mhm.
strawberries or out of season strawberries, out of season apples, out of season fruit and veg, where you can actually get top dollar for having a nice apple out of season? You know?
Mm.
Hell, greenhouse geodesic domes for food production, you know, you could even focus on one vegetable or fruit. Like
Mhm.
I've worked in the wholesale fresh food industry. Like
Mhm.
you niche down, people are going to pay top dollar for the produce. You know, you say it's organic, geodesic, and this particular variety, say cabbage,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to get $5 a kilo for a cabbage on the floor rather than $2 a kilo on the cabbage of the floor. That's an extra $3. You sell a ton of that, you know, and the prices just go up. Everything just goes through, you know. The geodesic domes as a whole, there is so much you can do with that. You go food production, hell, combine it with the soldier flies,
Mm.
you know, put everything in the greenhouse. They'll love it. You know, the flies will breed like nothing else.
I
See,
guess the question. Yeah.
this is where burrowing down, getting ideas and thinking outside the box can really
Yeah.
assist. Am I pulling these out of my crack? Yes, I am. But have a look, do a bit of research, do the chat GPT and the
Right.
perplexity,
Perplexity. Yeah.
AI. They'll help. You know,
Right.
I'm giving you ideas so you can, you know, yeah, dude, geodesic gets me excited, you know, on what could happen, you know. Hell, maybe you can go to say a US based company, say, hey, do you sell domes to say lettuce farmers,
Mhm.
you know, who do what's the craft variety of or a unique variety of lettuce, you know, say red fancy lettuce and or radicchio, you say a specific radicchio crop that is organic, dude, you know, they'll be able to charge a grand a ton
Mhm.
to the wholesalers, and it only costs them, you know, equals
Mm.
profit. Especially,
Right.
with the seasonality, also put organic.
Right. Okay.
Seasonality and organic.
In this case, though, am I targeting the geodesic dome manufacturers or am I targeting the farmers who are using geodesic dome?
Why not both?
As in separate niches?
No, because you could be, say, a lead generator for the company, right? You say, hey, I'll have a look at like organic radicchio farmers. You go to the radicchio farmer, say, hey, look, I can help you. Like you ask them, what's their biggest problem? They'll probably say seasonal crops.
Right.
You go, okay, I can help you with that. These guys make geodesic domes for large crops. Would you like to have a look at it? And you can grow radicchio all year round and get a premium price at the market for when it's off season. You know, hell, they may only just grow it for off season. And in a greenhouse, things just grow real quick.
Yep.
You know,
yep.
So long as you keep it warm, you know.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's how deep you can go. You know,
right? But only if there are like companies
that's 100% correct. That's where you're doing a little bit of research to help out and just say, okay, that's where ChatGPT and the Perplexity go well. You know, that's how I found my AI blast design actually is through ChatGPT. What I will do, I'll just come on. Okay, what I'll do is, where is it? I'll go on to one of my other sites, that one. I'll link to you in the ping a file that I did for ChatGPT borrowing. I'll go like that. GPT, step by step. Okay. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so I'll go copy link. Ping Shaun. There we go. Have a squiz at that later on.
Okay.
I've got a hard leave in about an hour. So let's keep on keeping on.
Okay.
Okay. So you can see how far we can go with the geodesic domes. This is what I'm trying to teach people is how far do you want to go? How far off the beaten track can we go and still be profitable?
Yep.
The more narrow, the better. As Caleb said, he's never heard of a narrow niche that hasn't made money.
Yep.
You know, now for me, in my mining niche, I originally started out with hard rock lithium.
Yes.
And the problem is that I found out there's only 30 sites internationally, you know, of hard rock lithium.
Yep.
Now, the thing is, 6 of them are in WA. I've been on most of them actually. But the thing is that if I was to provide my service to just those 30 companies, I would not make the money I want. So I had a look at it. It had been suggested to me to go for all hard rock commodities, which I've done, with permission from the coaches.
Right.
So you can always niche as far down as you like, and you can always step it up. You know, always step it up. But the aim is to stay down there.
I see. Okay. Got it.
Companies which specialize in the production of live insects for pet reptiles. How do you think we can borrow that, knowing what we've already done?
Yeah, definitely geography, for one. Maybe for specific types of reptiles.
That's
perhaps?
correct. So you can
Yeah.
go, so lizards or snakes.
Yeah.
They're the
Yeah.
two primary ones.
Okay.
Because I don't think Joe Bloggs has a crocodile in the backyard unless he's in the Northern Territory.
Right.
So very, very North Queensland. Now,
Yeah.
how else can you go that?
Could say that besides live insects could be cages or other sorts of like
No, you're still on the live insect part. How else can
Okay.
we narrow the live? Yes.
We could say like maybe like larvae versus fully grown insects,
Okay. How else
yeah,
can you narrow that down?
specific species of insects,
That's
maybe.
correct. Well played, my man.
Yeah.
This is what I aim to do. I aim to get you
Right.
guys thinking of varieties. Like, let's face it, most lizards either eat larvae or they eat live. They don't care, so long as it's
Yeah.
food. Like,
Yeah,
I've got a friend who owns snakes. You could also go small mammals production.
Yeah.
Boom. They've got a lot of snakes, a lot of carnivores. But mice aren't just for reptiles either. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, but there's probably another route.
Birds or something, I guess.
Yeah, but they'd be like birds of prey. And unless, birds of prey, because there's a lot of raptor sanctuaries, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, put another one in. Raptor sanctuary, food supply. Then you can go down like type of rodents, what they want to eat, anything in specific. Because then you can also go into fish farming. Because you got the ospreys, you got the bulls, they all eat fish. They're piscivores. Okay.
Yep.
You can see where I'm going.
Yep.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Put in the bird of prey food supply.
Yeah.
Just go bird of prey sanctuaries.
Bird of prey sanctuaries.
Yeah,
what is a bird of prey sanctuary? Like I've not heard
basically
of this
they take in injured birds of prey, help them heal, and then release them.
I'm wondering, is there profit in this industry, I guess? Or is it too early to say, you think?
I don't know. No harm in having a look. Because I know for a fact that a lot of sanctuaries actually have a lot of tourism.
Right.
Who doesn't want a bald eagle on their shoulder? Come on.
Yeah.
You won't be able to get a wedgie on there because they're a bit too bloody heavy.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. Take out food supply because that's a service.
It's a service, right? Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Green roofs, as in, you want to expand on that?
Yeah,
so
green roofs basic. No, that's
wind?
basically like on top of like buildings, you put like a plants basically, and you build it into the structure of the roof, so that it's a living ecosystem on the roof basically. And actually, I think I already niched this actually, but I don't know where I put it. But I was actually thinking bio solar green roofs on commercial buildings.
Yep.
In urban areas of the US.
Okay.
High rise commercial. Yeah.
Okay.
Commercial.
Okay. Now, how else could that be niched?
I think you could do it by state level.
You want to know something else? You can also go by height.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
So you've got, say, 80 stories. Don't go anyone under 75 stories. There's a niche. How many high rises are over 75? Like,
makes sense.
It's something different.
Makes sense.
Niches in aging. Everyone
so this
ages.
is
That's not a niche.
yeah, no, it's not a niche. Yeah, this is just like starting points, I think.
Yeah.
Like, because I know that of course aging population is going to be a huge thing in the next few decades. So this is like, I guess, the starting point of where I wanted a niche. But then I was already doing some stuff on Perplexity and ChatGPT last night.
Yep.
Maybe
Okay.
this is definitely not good enough for sure. But maybe we can look at,
what is aging
yeah.
in place, mate?
Basically, that means that instead of the elder folks moving to a retirement home, they stay in where they're
So
living.
in-house care.
In home, exactly. So this could be, for
So that'd
example,
be
like
assisted living and senior housing communities, but in-home care.
in
Like
the existing
that's
home.
still an industry, my man.
Yes, it is. It is. It is. Yeah, yeah. It's not a
Now
niche. I
the
just
question is how do we niche it?
So I was thinking like
I had
one.
an idea. Demographic.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
no doubt there's certain religious demographics that have a certain that need a certain care style at that age, need a
Yeah.
certain nutrition,
Yeah.
certain things that'll help them, with just doing their own religious rites. They're making sure that everyone's on top of the food, like for the Jewish and their kosher stuff, the Islamists and their own dietary requirements, that even Catholics and their dietary requirements. If you get some fairly extreme guys, no red meat on Fridays,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That's how we get fish and chip Friday every day on a mine site, on every mine site I've ever been on, 100%.
Nice.
But yeah, so religious demographic, nutritional requirements, faith requirements.
Yeah. What requirements, right?
Faith.
Faith requirements. Yeah. The other thing, I guess, in this
prayer
bucket would be,
times and making sure they get there, going to the synagogue, all of that. Synagogue travel. You can see where I'm coming from.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
You probably won't get any from the Jewish community because from what I heard, they're as tight as a Scotsman. But nothing tighter than a Scottish Jew, eh? Maybe a fish's butthole, but I don't think the fish's butthole is that tight.
Yeah.
But you can see where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in-home care is big in Australia. My friend, she's doing that herself. She's got her own business. She's got 2 clients.
What's she doing exactly?
She's doing in-home care, in-home, like she does cleaning, she does food prep, she does all of that other stuff.
Okay.
A couple of hours a week because she's still doing her uni for social work.
Right.
But that's the thing. It's like I saw when I started this, she was starting that, and it's like, why don't you come onto this course and you'll be able to niche down and actually get bigger money? Oh yeah, but I like working. I said, that's fine. You can work on your businesses. But yeah, anyway, she's a very stubborn cookie and I love her dearly, but there's a reason we're not together anymore.
Fair enough.
Like her daughter, I'm looking after her daughters right now. Like they're in the other room while she's at work. It's school holidays out here. But okay, assisted living and senior housing communities. Once again, as per above.
Yeah. Yeah. Geography and like type of community.
Yep. Now you could actually have a very full Islamic community, where you're helping multiple people, a whole Jewish, Catholic, Buddhist, Hindi,
Yep.
Dude. And
so okay, religion. Could it be
even a certain age limit?
Yeah.
Age demographic. So in between, say, 65 and 85. If they get too far beyond that, it's say, okay, we've got a nursing home here that we run. You guys can jump into that, and you just move. You don't have to worry
Yep.
about fees. You don't have to worry about moving. We've got all that on the back end.
Exactly.
Just move over. So
it could be, for example, facilities that have all the all the different types, like basically facilities that have one stage that is very hands off.
Then we start getting into location dependent. But if you're just organizing that, going through those communities that have already established, maybe get them to buy a dedicated. So you got your retirement village, you got your assisted living community, and then you have your nursing home community. But try and keep that as small as possible. Because I don't know if it's the same in the US, but in Australia, you're in a nursing home, you're basically there to die.
Right.
So you can see where I'm going. So retirement village, assisted living community, and nursing home.
Okay.
So it comes back down to level of medical care.
Yep. Yes. Any other things that I can play with here?
Once again, geography. Oh, you got geography. Yep. Yeah, you got that.
Yep.
Now, because if you do, say, a Hindi one in India, you throw a rock and you hit someone like that.
Yeah, it's not going to be very. Yeah.
You do, say, a Greek one in, say, Sydney.
Yeah.
Not so much. They do have a big aging Greek population. The Greeks made Sydney and Melbourne.
Yeah.
And then you can go to, say, Chinese communities. Chinese help build Australia too,
Yep.
Find out where the communities are concentrated. See if there's because you're likely to get some nursing homes and retirement communities that are mixed. Is that good? Yeah, hell yeah, it is good. But if you say, hey, if you specialize, especially to a community that's primarily Chinese,
you
may have only one, say, Anglo-Australian there. You help them get to another community, boom, you have a Chinese community. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's like you've got that potential. Comes back down to niching. Anyway, things to look at.
Would it be a valid thing to niche by I guess luxury standard? It's kind of subjective.
That's a potential too. Yeah, that's a potential. Like high end, you can go high end. You can go middle income. You can go low income. Just go income level.
High income level. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you get some of these Greek fellas who've been in business the whole time in Australia, made a whole load of couple of days greengrocers, couple of days, beautiful. These guys are going to have a buttload of money that they don't want to give their kids. So they live it up in a real good Greek community where they can do Greek activities, still talk about the culture, still sell it for a couple of days, if they want to go out and they can do trips, like road trips. Oh yeah, let's go out here. Maybe they'll go mingle with a Chinese one down the road, eh? But you can see where we're going at.
Yeah.
On that too, you can also do activities.
Okay.
Activity. This is getting more into service, but activity organizing, activity events. Like you can organize an event organizer.
Right.
Assisted like entertainment. There we go.
Okay.
Right, and then entertainments.
So this is a separate. This is entertainment for residents.
Assisted living and senior housing communities.
But this entertainment aspect, is that like are we looking
You're still
for
going through the company? of the communities.
Okay.
You see where
So
I'm
it's
coming from?
basically the level of entertainment that they provide. Is that kind of
Well, you can. It's just entertainment because we're not going into service. So
right?
entertainments, as in maybe excursions, maybe visiting
Mm.
artists. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. So whether they provide it or not, like basically
Well, yeah,
that's a yeah.
yeah. And if
Mm.
they want to get, like, I know my grandmother, she loves her cruises since my grandfather passed away. You know,
Mm.
but she's 90 this year, and she's not
Yeah.
able to get out as often as she likes. Now, if you had
Mm.
someone who organized events for the whole community,
Mm.
that's a part of, say, their rent um, or their community organizers that do
Mm.
all the company paperwork. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Okay,
Makes sense.
mobile veterinary services. How can we
Yeah.
narrow that down?
Yeah. This one is geography for sure. Type of pet.
Yep,
We could say maybe a radius of distance.
but that comes back down to geography, doesn't it?
So it could be, for example, within like for mobile vets in Phoenix, do they only serve within 50
That
kilometers of
comes
a major
back down
city?
to geography, doesn't it?
Back to right. Okay, let me put an example because I think of geography in
Yes.
terms of place, but yeah,
I know, 100%.
yeah.
But you say radius, radius, area of service.
Yeah, okay. Radius of service.
That'd probably be better. Radius of service, yeah. Type
Okay.
of pet, because
Type
you've
of
got
pet.
cats, you've got dogs. Hey, you know what? Add it into the snakes and reptiles, and you can feed them as well as groom them.
Yeah. So this is a full service
Yeah.
feeding / medical.
Now, you see, the thing is that you can also, like, I've been on a few YouTube sites where the channels where they actually, because they can't always shed properly, you come
Yeah.
through, take off the extra shed,
Mm,
like, and if they've got a full reptile center, you can't always keep on top of that. Yeah.
yeah.
But then again, that's just another example.
Yeah.
You get your
Yeah.
thorny devils, they're a bit more complex to help shed rather than a good old python,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even birds,
Yeah.
like you got a poor old cockatoo that's molting,
Mhm.
give him a bit of a flea treatment, get in there, give it a bit of a massage. You're going to need protection because they got sharp beaks that can take a finger off. But you can see where you're going,
Makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see, what else can I do with mobile vet services?
I'm just trying to think. We've done animals, breeds. If you're going to go cats and dogs, do you want to go long hair? Do you want to go short hair?
Okay.
If you specialize in
Okay.
long hair,
Yeah.
Specialize in long hairs, or you specialize in short hairs, or even bare hairs. You got your Sphinx, you've got those skinny dogs, don't have fur at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wondering here if there's something about like the type of vet service. I don't know, but I don't know how. I guess I need to do some research to understand like what are the various like.
Yeah,
types of
like
vet
you can
services.
also, if you really, really want to go for it, there's always mobile surgeries.
Okay.
Mobile vet surgeries.
So that's a subsection of mobile vet services, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you can't take your dog to the vet because they're about to rupture their appendix, hey, I need a vet here. Okay, cool. We're all set up. It's all hygienic. You just move them into the van. Chop, 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 stitch, stitch, stitch. Hygienic. There you go. And puppy's back at home in his own bed the same day.
Makes sense.
Now,
Surgeries.
you can also do small pets, medium pets, large pets,
Yeah.
like a
Mhm.
mobile cow and horse, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Whether this is actually for pets or for livestock, for example.
Exactly. And for livestock,
Yeah.
my goodness, how far can you go?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, I know
Mm.
of a few places that do like hoof trimming. That's all they
Mhm,
specialize in. You know,
mhm.
Hoof GP, one of my favorite YouTubers, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
and like, and then you can do like surgeries and birthing and midwifing and even
Mm.
husbandry services.
Yeah.
The mobile veterinary service is so big, you can narrow it so far down in so many different ways, you know?
Mm. Mm. Makes sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
that makes sense.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, okay. I think that's
You,
good actually.
you
Yeah.
keep that as an example for the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where are we?
So funerary services. I was actually thinking to put this more in terms of pets. Because yeah, apparently I came across an article that said something about like the margins of pet burials are massive.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, once again, all of the above,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can go, hell, even if they're a particular religion, you
Mm.
know, hey, if they're Egyptian, they'll just mummify them and put them in a in a little baby pyramid. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
got all these little pyramids at the backyard. You know,
Yeah.
um, Chinese will probably put them in a. I'm not even going to finish that one.
Yeah.
But everyone watching will know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, burial, cremation, you know, yeah, very much like the above, like pets versus livestock. You know, livestock
Mhm, mhm.
probably get eaten. To be fair, you know,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
point in
Yeah.
wasting good bulk meat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but you know, hell, mobile butchering service.
Mm. I don't know. Yeah. Is that a thing? Yeah. Mobile
I don't
butchering
know.
service.
I don't know.
So I'll go
Have a
look it up
look.
after this. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, how far can you bury that?
Mobile butchering service.
Yes.
Let's see. Guess it'd be, I think one would be
Obviously,
like the
geography.
geography. Yeah, I mean the usual ones,
That's a
but
standard. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just trying to think what are the like more specific to this
Hmm.
sector. Like maybe it could be only specializing in like exotic meats. I don't know.
That's true. Like
Uh, game
for
game meats.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
What about religious butchering?
religious. Yeah, butchering. Yeah, that's true.
Like
Yeah.
halal, you know,
Mm.
you're a
Mm-hmm.
specialist halal, you know, you hire someone to do the butchering. You take them
Mm.
there, go, they do their thing, butcher, butcher, butcher. There you go. In-home butchering service.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I guess
Go.
one. Yeah, I think we've kind of tapped it out. I mean, I'll apply the same things for human burials as well. But I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you, I guess, more of a question about like so I've got all these different things here.
Mm.
Is it just a matter of like mixing and matching these different like elements and seeing which of them is
But which
growing, has a
then,
profit?
yep, that's exactly
Yep,
right. Now,
right,
that's what
okay,
Chat GPT is good for.
yep,
You know, you're not having to call up every farmer. Hey, what's your problem? No, no, no. That's what Chat GPT. Keep it simple. You know,
okay, okay,
and that'll
okay,
tell you if it is a niche instead of us
okay.
just making them up.
Makes
You know,
sense. And do you have like any resource? Okay, I mean Perplexity and ChatGPT as well, but do you have any like kind of like signals that you can see if a particular niche is profitable or not? I mean, because I've tried searching, like okay, is this is very very specific niche profitable? It's rare that I really get a direct answer. It's usually some like kind of like very machine produced like market research report. Um, yeah, did you have
that's
any
when you
advice
are.
about?
That's when you see. The problem is with me when I did mine, I knew there was money in it. You know,
Right.
like with the explosives that I use, one 60,000 litre trailer, two trailers of 60,000 litres of emulsified ammonium nitrate, that costs the company 83,000 Australian dollars per load.
Wow.
Now, my charges that I'm doing for just my online course is at max $75,000 for a year. Now, that's cheaper. You know, I know they've got the money, you know, and that's just one delivery. Now it's about another 50K to get a full trailer of ammonium nitrate that's prilled. And I need both for my job. So there's over 130 grand just there on one delivery of each. And we get 2 deliveries of prill a week and maybe a snot delivery a month. Every month.
Right.
They're consumables. You know, the company I work for is killing a pig because they sell all their emulsified and prill products.
Yeah.
You know, that's why we can buy like 5 brand new trucks for 800 grand each.
But then you said it's complex and it's not.
Well, that my business is complex because I'm trying to get AI sorted. My website is the basis of my service. You know, I've got all my other course things to sort out as well. But yeah, you can see where I'm coming from.
Right.
The money for my niche is huge. 2%.
It's just a matter of accessing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 2% increase in their ore recovery, that could be $2-3 million. And all I'm asking is 75,000. You know, cool. That's one truck's worth off your total. Don't need to worry about you for another year. Or if they buy in bulk, you know, oh yeah, we'll do 5 years. There you go, boom, done. You know, there's 100. What was it? There's 200,000 Australian US dollars in my bank account.
Yep. Oh, you know? Nice. It's a very interesting, and you have personal experience in that industry, so that makes sense that you know this. Yeah.
Like I did a calculation on the monthly costs of having me at, on site. Let's see where that was. Let's have a look. There we go. So what do we got? I'll bring up a calculator. Okay, so for a monthly, so I got 35 plus 25 plus 83 plus 48 equals. Now we add times that by 1,000. Like per month, if they only get one truck of prill and one truck of snot, it's nearly 200,000 Australian dollars per month to have me on site.
Wow.
Yeah. Me, my truck, and everything that comes with it.
Nice.
Okay. Now, do you have some more niches that you want to go through?
No, actually, that about covers it. I do have to prep for another call in like 10 minutes. So I mean, I just I just want to thank you for your time. How can I help you? Yeah. Like how can I?
Like I've just added a new post to the niching project. That if I could just grab a testimonial, you know, how just testimonial. That'd be appreciated because I can actually put them on my site to be.
For sure.
And that'll give me I'll have like 10 testimonials by the end of everything. But,
sounds good. Sounds good.
I have put down that because you booked with me before I put the charges on, before I was saying, okay, I'm going through Boss Cooperative now. You and everyone else before you, if you still want to contact me, it's still
Mhm.
free. But as I said, I want that testimonial.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. Do you want it in like a video format,
Yeah, if I
text?
can, yeah. Video.
Yeah, sure.
That way I
Sure.
can embed it onto my website. I'll have a list of
Yeah.
testimonials, embed them on the website. Boom, done.
Cool. Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll do
Awesome
that now.
sauce. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, just give it a little bit. Like I haven't got the website up and running yet. So
Yeah.
as much as I could easily get all the videos and put them into actually I can, but that'll be a later idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, so no dramas,
Yeah.
my man. You have a good rest of your time.
You too.
And I'll catch you on the flip side.
Bye bye then.
Catch ya. Bye.